Hello everyone, my name is Writng, and today we will presenting about offline tools, about using digital story projects to help students improve in reading and writing. My my group member is me, Writng, and Putri Nabila Ramadhani and Sultan Hazim Nur Afif will will explain you about these materials. First, let me introduce these materials. Our reference, we use reference about this is using digital story projects to help students improve in reading and writing by Hanny Morgan from the University of Southern Mississippi. The reason why we explain this to you because today's student is live in a world that has been transformed by technology, and they are often referred to as digital natives because their exposure to electronic resources begins at birth. The technological tools they are exposed to include the internet, cell phones, and iPads, Facebook, and other social media like Twitter, and more of these resources will soon emerge. The increased exposure to technology has changed the way students respond the instruction and has led to a new need for a teacher to integrate digital resources in the curriculum. Using technology effectively in school has many benefits. It keeps students motivated, help them function well in their digital world, promotes academic gains in literacy, and facilitates facilitates the learning of a subject matter because technological tools allow students to perceive and create content through various formats, including graphic images, and image, audio, video, music, etc. Unfortunately, for various reasons, some teachers do not use enough digital resources for students to derive any benefits, as explained by Higgs in 2011 and Starr 2012. One way to use technology in the classroom is to assign students projects requiring the creation of digital stories. Although this type of project is lead to many benefits for students, are relatively simple to implement. Instructor or teacher might face a few obstacles when attempting to use a digital story project with their students. However, teachers can use a few strategies to circumvent common problem with technology to help students gain the numerous benefits of stimulating the technology projects. Next, the importance of technology. Students need to be prepared to function well in the digital world they live in. And if teacher refrain from implementing technology effectively, their students will likely face problem later in their lives. Preparing students to be adept with digital resources, however, is only one of the many reasons for them to use digital storytelling in a school. As a result of constant exposure to technology today, students are extremely tech-savvy, and even very young children can manipulate technology, like Hicks said from 2011. Thus, when teachers implement lesson plans requiring the use of technology, such as the creation of a digital story, they teach in a manner that matches student environment, often their preferred way to learn. Hicks in 2011 states that the saturation of technology in students' lives has produced an entirely different type of students. Students shaping the way they think, learn, and experience in the world around them. Furthermore, instruction devoid of digital resources increases chance of student boredom. Prensky said in 21 say that the constant exposure to technological resources lead today's students to develop hypertext minds that are psychologically different from the minds of students from previous generations, which often leads them to unpleasant experience when teachers use digital resources. He he argues that today's students are have a habit to graphic first multitasking way of getting information digitally that leads them to be frustrated with many of their teacher approach of instruction. A recent study, for example, done at UCLA Cerner Institute for Neuroscience and Human Behavior, revealed that when digital natives were reading a print text, their brains will their brains were less engaged than while navigating a web page. By Herter 2029. Although effective use of technology can benefit students in various ways, some teachers avoid it out of fear of appearing unprepared in front of their students. Star 2011. Their lack of confidence is often caused by insufficient professional development and a lack of support for troubleshooting problems. And these problems lead many of today's students to know more about digital researchers than their teacher. Stated by Hicks 2011. Even if technology implementation sometimes scary or intimidating for some teacher, once they gain awareness of the free resources available for guidance, they will likely to be more open to using more digital resources in their school. Some of these resources are listed in this article to help teacher learn are listed in the article to help teacher learn to start a digital storytelling project. Project with a student ranging from primary school to high school. What is digital storytelling? Storytelling. All cultures have used traditional storytelling, but digital storytelling is a new method teacher can use to encourage students and promote learning and motivate them to develop 20th century skills. When students create digital story, they first proceed the traditional way by writing using pencil and paper. However, in the final phase, their composition becomes digitized and can include image, photograph, music, narration, and text that are integrated into a movie. The steps are students combine the text from their stories with technological features that complement the words Sylvester and Greenwich 2009 indicate that the steps for creating a digital story include: first, writing story; second, sketching scenes to match the narration and storyboard; and third, numbering sections of the text to correspond with access on the storyboard; four, collecting graphics that complement the scenes, such as photographs and clip art; five, recording the narration; six, combining the file into a movie with a video editing program. The program is such as Movie Maker or iMovie. The and the last is adding a little title frame. Sylvester and Greenwich also recommend for teachers to use Lambert's model for creating effective digital stories, which is based on the following 7 elements. The first is point of view, the author's perspective. The second is dramatic question, a question that will capture the viewer attention. Emotional content. Effective stories deal with serious issues involving powerful emotions. 4. The gift of your voice. Using one's own voice to personalize the story. Soundtrack. The 5 is soundtrack. Using music that is congruent with the story. 6. Economy. Using the right amount of information without 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 overloading the viewer. Pacing. Progressing at the right pace in order to maintain the audience interest. When when instructor use digital storytelling following these guidelines, students often make progress in various ways. Improvement in writing, creativity, and motivation. In addition to helping students gain 20th century skills, the process of creating digital story leads students to a plethora of academic benefits. Mullen and Writng states, for example, found that a digital story project with 8th grade students helped students create a customized product, think critically, and use programs that encourage creativity. Creating digital stories also helps students make content relevant, adds, adds meaning to their schoolwork, as stated by Dreon, Kerper, and Landis in 2011. Allows students to uh, allow students to allow students to express themselves through an alternate format promotes confidence and motivate and engage students stated by Sylvester and Greenage 20 and, and 9. This type of project also helps struggling writer in several ways. When struggling When struggling White creates a storyboard, they gain a better understanding of the story sequence, which help them realize parts of the story they may have omitted in the traditional draft. Sylvester and Greenwich, 20 and 9. This realization allowed them to add missing component of the story before including the narration. Students also gain an awareness of purpose from because an audience usually view the digital story upon completion. These components of digital storytelling motivate struggling writer and create opportunities for them to become competent writer, stated by Sylvester and Greenwich 29.
The next I will explain about improvement in reading. How to improvement in reading? Yes, digital storytelling also helps students improve in reading. One of the ways teachers can use this teaching method for this purpose is by using digital storytelling circles or DSCs. Traditional literature circles promote reading improvement because they encourage dialogue and discussion, crucial aspect of comprehension instruction, by Rutzel and Kutar 2012. When teachers use DSCs, they break students in small groups, 3 until 5 students in group to read the same text, and then students create a digital story of the text. Fluency, the ability to read expressively with accuracy and speed, is developed if instructors assign students to work one-on-one with peers to rehearse their narrative until they can read them well, and students can enhance their vocabulary when teachers encourage them to use new, accurate, and powerful words in their story, by Royer and Richard 2008. Kaiser in 2008 used book trailer successfully to motivate reluctant readers to read. Book trailers are 2 until 3 minute digital story design, persuade viewers to read text. And the process of making book trailers requires students to read select images and representing the content of the books, and then write a script reflecting the content of the book and message students want to convey. And after all students in the DSCS have finished reading, the teacher assigns group member specific role like director, producer, and editor, and students benefit because they exchange idea, decide on the purpose of the story, and gain or improve the skill needed for digital movie making. Improvement in reading digital storytelling also helps students improve in reading. Teachers can also use digital story to help students understand content. And next, I will explain about improvement in understanding different subjects. Yes, in understanding how to improvement in understanding different subjects. In addition to assigning students to create digital story, teacher can show digital story to teach content to students and capture their attention. This form of interaction is beneficial because integrate image with text improve student comprehension. Some teachers have even created their own digital story is an effort to engage students and make content more understandable. For example, Tyler Binler, a teacher at Palmyra Middle School in Pennsylvania, uses digital storytelling to capitalize on his students' interest in digital video to teach math concepts, and his students find this strategy very helpful and go to his YouTube site when they struggle with a math text. And viewing digital story created by others also help teachers who want to implement digital story project, and the website listed in the following section can be used for this purpose. And next is their website with example of digital story. The first is educational uses of digital. And this website was designed to This website was designed to serve as a useful resource for educators and students who are interested in integrate digital storytelling with educational activities. It was created in 2004 at the University of Houston College of Education and include numerous digital story on various topics. And the next is there I'm sorry, is creative narration. What is creative narration? Creative narration is an organization that uses storytelling for self-discovery and strengthening relationships. It was founded in 2001 to support organizations with multimedia tools to document perspective of change and include a gallery of digital stories. And the last is the East of England Broadband Network. The East of England Broadband Network, or E2BN, is organized by the Government of England to improve teaching and learning by the use of broadband technology. Numerous digital stories produced by children can be viewed on this website.
Now I want to tell about getting started, tutorial, and obstacle with digital storytelling. Getting started. Digital story can be very simple in design, consisting only of photographs, text, and narration, or they can be much more elaborate and include more content including video, music, and special effects. Because teachers who have limited technology can start a project with students by modeling how to create a simple story. Other strategy that teachers can use is to model a simple digital story, but to encourage students to explore and create their own version using more sophisticated methods. A student who create their project, teachers can observe how students are using the technology to learn from their students. This method can promote some creativity, encourage a student-centered approach, and also helps teachers improve their proficiency. Hicks mentioned that this method is valuable because many students are more intelligent than their teacher. In order to encourage creativity, Teachers can offer students a variety of topics to choose for their projects, but to instructor needs to remember that digital topic to choose but instructor need to remember that the digital story needs to match specific concept and skills students need to learn. Gabel recommends the following choice. First, advertisement. Second, personal narrative. Third, short story. Fourth, summary. Fifth, how-to direction. Sixth, historical event, and etc. Next is tutorial. How to create a digital story in iMovie. You can check the tutorial in this short video. In this short video, instructor or student can view the basic of creating a digital story using iMovie. The video includes information on opening iPhoto, iMovie, and others. Atomic Learning. Atomic Learning is a website providing technological support. The goal is to help educators to integrate technology and includes numerous short clips on how to use Windows Movie Maker 2. How to create a digital story in Photo Story 3. In this tutorial, it explains how to create digital story using Microsoft Photo Story 3 software. The tutorial explains how to download Microsoft Photo Story 3 for free from the internet and includes information on uploading images, cropping pictures, using special effects, adding titles to pictures, changing font of text, and more. Next is Kids Fit. This is an instructional website that gives teachers and students the tools necessary to implement video production in classroom. The website includes information regarding scripting, editing, video shooting, and showing a movie. Next is obstacle with digital storytelling. Some reason teachers will resist implementing a digital story project is fear of the unknown and familiarity with technology. This fear is no reason, and the technology needed to create this exciting approach is available on most computers in schools. Most PCs and Macs are now made with their own video editing software. PCs generally come with Windows Movie Maker and Macs with iMovie. Additionally, teachers shall not be afraid to rely on students for help. Allowing students to explore and use their expertise in technology will promote creativity, and teachers can learn from students by asking about aspects of digital storytelling they may not be aware of. This strategy frequently leads to a positive classroom climate and often makes students feel important. Hicks, 2011. Instructors can also rely on experts at their schools who are skillful in technology. By taking advantage of media experts who often enjoy helping students with these types of projects, any potential obstacle will be reduced. Sylvester and Greenwich, 2009. Teachers can set up an appointment in a computer center or lab for guidance.
The conclusion. So the first conclusion is by assigning a student's a digital story project can motivating and often help students improve in writing because this process encourage them to think about how stories are created. Conclusion 2. The digital story projects provide students with an opportunity to gain more awareness of many elements of the media that surround them. This stated by Wauro 20 and 12. Conclusion 3. Some teachers avoid the digital story projects because they are afraid of technology understanding despite of its benefit for students. But they are unaware that students are now how to use it and enjoy sharing that knowledge. 4. The students often feel frustrated when teachers avoid use of the technology because instruction without it frequently lacks the stimulation they need to work to their potential. Okay, that is it, everyone. Thanks for your attention and thank you for watching. I'm Radhika. See you again.